Hi fitness friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is a 30-minute full body workout, at home Pilates workout. Intermediate level, so if you're a beginner, just choose the modifications and take breaks as needed. Love where you are, wherever you are on your journey, and enjoy growth, strength, and new vitality with each and every workout. Let's begin our workout. Let's begin in child's pose. Spread the knees wide. Allow the hips to settle towards the heels and take a long breath in. And as you exhale, just let go of any tension. Coming up onto all fours, rounding your spine as you come into a big cat stretch. Tuck your pelvis, looking towards the navel. Inhale to a gentle arch, lifting tailbone. Exhale to round the spine, tucking the chin. Inhaling, gentle arch, just warming the spine. Rounding the spine, tucking the chin, looking towards the pelvis, and a gentle arch. Tuck the toes, lift the knees off, coming into tabletop hover. Create a long line in your spine, shoulders are directly over the wrist. Deep breath in, exhale, push the hips back and forward, back and forward. Shoulders over the wrist, don't let your shoulders go beyond the wrist. 4 more of these, and 4, and 3, spine stays straight, and 2. Last 1, shoulders over wrist, now knees tap the mat, lift off, tap and lift. Great way to fire up the core right away. 4 more, 4, lifting, 3, and 2. Last 1, hold briefly, then shine your hips up towards the sky, piking the hips, lengthening the spine, straightening your legs, rolling through spine. Chaturanga your way down all the way onto your tummy. Lift the rib cage, tuck the elbows, point the toes. Legs are hip distance. We have 8 leg lifts. Point the toes away from the hips, reaching the crown away from the tailbone. And hold this one up. Bring the legs out just slightly. 8 more leg lifts. Squeezing the glute, lengthening the spine, reaching the toes away from the hip bone. And hold briefly. Again, open the legs slightly and 8 leg lifts. Activating the glute the entire time. A strong glute creates strong hips and lower back. And hold this one up. Once again, bring the legs wider and 8 leg lifts. Legs are very straight. Keep reaching the crown forward. And hold this one up. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips high as you pike your hips up. Feel this beautiful stretch and a really long spine. Inhale as you roll through your spine, coming slowly back into a high plank position. Align shoulders right over the wrists. Get your legs straight as you can. The front leg is going to come in towards your nose and round the spine as you tuck the chin and reset back to the mat. Now the back leg round the spine, knee to nose. Reset to the mat. You can do the same thing on your knees. Exhale as you bring the knee in. Inhale as you reset. Great exercise for the core. Make sure you're lifting your belly up towards the spine, activating the core with each and every out breath. Last 1. And we pike the hips up to the sky, feeling a beautiful deep stretch through the spine and into the hamstrings. Slowly helping yourself down into a hover plank position, coming onto your forearms, push the knees away so there's a straight line from your hip to your shoulder. On or off the knees, a little combo. We're going to lift the hips up to the sky, back down to plank, roll forward on the toes, and hip drop side to side. 2 more. And pike the hips up to the sky, back down, roll forward on the toes, and back. 4 hip drops side to side. Make sure you're breathing. Big exhale as you lift your hips up. Inhale to lower, exhale forward, and keep breathing as you drop side to side with those hips. And again, we lift the hips up towards the sky, lower down, roll forward on the toes, and back. 4 hip drops side to side. Great core exercise. Last one, hips up and lower. Roll forward on the toes and back. 4 hip drops. Great job. Hold your plank and come up into 4-point kneeling. cat to cow, rounding the spine, tucking pelvis, looking towards the navel, letting go. Inhale to a gentle arch, feeling more mobility in the spine as you round. Inhale as you open collarbones and chest, allowing shoulder blades to come together. Again, rounding the spine, tucking the chin. And inhaling to a gentle arch, finding a flat back position, coming to pointer. Extend the front leg and the back arm. Find a long line from fingertip to the toe. We tap down to the floor and up. Straight arm and leg. Work comes from the core, so lift the belly to the spine. Eye gaze down to the same level as your fingertips. Great exercise to strengthen the muscles that run alongside your vertebrae. Once again, bend the knee and bring the arm out on the diagonal, arm and leg lift, up and up and up. Squeeze the glute. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Last one, and hold. Reach the arm back towards the toe. Again, we lift arm and leg. Point the toe up skyward and squeeze the glute. Keep belly lifted towards the spine. And 2 more. Hold this one up, bring it down, and let's change sides. Back leg, front arm. Find the long line in your pointer. Squeeze the glute, squeeze shoulder blades down and into back ribs. We tap down, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Strength comes from the core, so anchor your belly towards the spine and make sure the spine does not change shape. Breathing and lengthening. Last one, we're going to hold this one up and bend the knee as you reach the arm out on the diagonal. Arm and leg lift, 8 lifts. Pointing the toe skyward, squeezing the glute on each and every lift. Reaching arm up and out on the diagonal, activating those postural muscles. And reach the arm back towards the toe. Again, arm and leg lift. Keep the arms straight as you can. Keep your eye gaze down and depress the shoulders, creating space between ear and shoulder. And hold it here. Tuck the toes as you lift the hips high again into a pike stretch. Walking your hands to your feet, coming into a forward fold, lifting belly to spine, and lower your hips down into a nice deep chair pose. Rotate to me, lower front arm lifting heel, and away from me. So alternate heel lift as you rotate and open, keeping your hips back, keeping the spine straight. Keep breathing through the movement. Belly lifted towards the spine, hips drop down and back, keeping your knees right over your ankle. And we have 3 more of these. Keep breathing, keep stretching and opening, finding rotation in the torso, dropping the hips down and back, feeling strength in your legs, articulation in the ankles. Last one. And we lift both heels and sweep both arms behind, squeezing in between shoulder blades. Lower the heels, reach the arms skyward. Exhale to sweep back. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Lift the heels, squeeze the thighs, squeeze the glute if you can, and reach to the sky. Exhale, sweeping back. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale to sweep back, holding. Coming into a forward fold, and then walking out into high plank, stacking wrist and shoulders. Front leg, knee comes in towards the nose, extend and lift up to arabesque. 8 of these. Knee, extend, lift, lower. Exhale, and inhale. Squeeze your tummy, squeeze the glute. 4 more, making sure shoulders are right over the wrist and leg is straight as you do the arabesque kick, activating gluteal muscles. 2 more. And last one. Toe down, hips high, piking up for a beautiful stretch and a break. Let's get the other side. Tuck chin, roll back into your plank position. The back leg, knee, lift, lower. Knee in, extend, lift, and lower. Squeeze your tummy, squeeze the glute. 8 of these. Belly lifted to spine, spine stays straight and never changes shape. 3 more. 3, extend, up, lower, 2, and lift. Last one. Touch toe to floor, lifting hips high, piking your hips up once again. And then exhale as you slowly come down onto your knees and back into child's pose. Coming all the way back down onto your tummy for more back body core. Get the legs wide as hips, arms in goalpost. Bend your knees, heels kiss toes apart. Lift your thighs, 8 of these. Squeeze your glute. Lift your thighs right up off the mat and squeeze in between the shoulder blades to hold this position. Eye gaze down. Now arms go wide, stretching thumbs to the sky. Continue for 8 thigh lifts. Pushing the heels together, lengthening the spine. Bending elbows back to goalpost, 8 thigh lifts. If you can't get your thighs off the floor, don't worry, just contract and relax. And again, we reach the arms wide, T position, thumbs to the sky. Keep squeezing shoulder blades together, lengthening through the crown. And we push back into a pike stretch, stretching the hips high to the sky, lengthening the spine, and coming down into a side plank position. Your option is to lower to the bottom knee to make it easier, or staggering your feet like me, lifting your hips 8 times skyward, making sure hips stay stacked, squeezing upper inner thighs together, and stacking your shoulders. Keep breathing, and we hold. Coming back down into a high plank position, shoulder blades down and back, and we rotate away, making sure shoulders stay stacked. Stagger your feet or drop to the bottom knee. 8 hip raises. Squeeze the inner thighs and the obliques as you lift. Great side ab exercise. Keeping shoulders stacked and collarbones open. Holding. And come back into your high plank position. Hold here for a moment, and then a big exhale to pike your hips up, feeling more length in the spine. And very slowly helping yourself down, coming into seated position as you flip your legs around in front of you. Sit tall on your sit bones, then hollow your tummy as you come back into a half roll down, big scoop of the belly towards the spine, and extend your front leg, pointing the toe. 8 leg lifts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, point and flex 8 times. Maintain the abdominal scoop. Keep tilting pelvis towards the navel, hollowing out the tummy, creating more core activation. And bring the leg down, changing legs, 8 leg lifts. Keep the legs straight as you can. 4 more here. 3, 2, hold it up and flex to point 8 times. Get your leg as straight as you can. Keep hollowing and scooping the belly towards the spine. And 2 more. Maintain the abdominal scoop. Land the foot, lengthen spine, reach to the sky, and exhale as you forward flex. Coming from the hip, not your lower back. Reaching chest towards the thigh, reach the arms skyward, and exhale, bringing fingertips to bum, coming into a high plank posture. Feel free to bend your knees for an easier option. Squeezing shoulder blades together and lengthening the legs as straight as you can. Slowly coming back down and setting up for Pilates curl up. Legs in tabletop, elbows nice and wide with a big exhale. Curl up as high as you can, getting up off the shoulder blades. We go to single toe taps with a bent knee. So curling up off shoulder blades as high as you can. Keep your eye gaze above the knee and thinking about lifting your chest towards your thigh, forehead towards the knee while maintaining spinal length. Relax your head into the hands and allow the abdominals to do all of the work. Make sure the knee is not moving. The hinge is only at the hips. Exhale as you lower. Inhale to lift, activating those deep core abdominal muscles. And 2 more of these. Then we go to full extension, lowering the leg just over the mat if you can, or higher to the sky for easier option. Harder option, reaching hands towards the toes and lifting as high as you can to ensure that the work is in the core and no strain in the neck. If you're feeling anything in the neck, please keep one or both hands behind the head. Exhale as you extend the leg. Inhale to bring it back in, curling as high as you can off shoulder blades, slight tuck of the chin so we don't strain the neck. Now we speed it up to single leg switches. 1, 2, 1, 2. The breath in, out, in, out. If the neck gets tired, please put the hands behind the head. We want to feel the work in the core, nothing in the neck. Lengthening through back of the neck as you come into a full curl up, single leg switches with the breath. We have 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2 and done. Good job. Hug it in, tuck the chin, feel release in lower back. Stretch it out for double knee tuck. Curl up off the shoulder blades to tuck. Inhale to lengthen. Curl up on the exhale. Inhale, reach and lengthen. easier option, keep head and shoulders on the mat and just go through the motion with the legs, making sure to imprint the spine. If you're in the harder option, making sure you're exhaling completely as you come up, feeling release in lower back and deep activation in the lower abdominal muscles. And you have one more of these, exhaling up and setting up for your C crunch. We bring the hands behind the head, curl up as high as you can, toes tap the mat, exhaling up, inhale to lower. Think about lifting the tailbone slightly off of the mat if you can for a full lumbar release and deep lower ab activation. Keeping the eye gaze over the knees, always maintaining space between chin and chest, enough space to fit your fist. And we have 6 more, curling up as high as you can. Last 4, keep the elbows wide. And 3. Last 2 with a big exhale, and last 1. Now we'll hold this one up. We have 8 pulse crunches to finish this series. I know your abs are burning. Do the best you can. Last 4, 3, 2, and lower down. Let's set up for hip bridge, heels to hips, hip distance apart, tilt pelvis to the sky and lift your hips as high as you can. The front leg closest to me lifts knee into the chest, and then extend your toe straight up to the sky, pushing down through the bottom heel, lifting your hips skyward. 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, and hold it up as high as you can. Lower the leg to thigh height. We lift again 8 times, pushing down through the heel. Unilateral hip bridge, so great to balance out imbalances in the body. 7 and 8. Reset foot to the floor and lift high as you extend the back leg, toe to the sky. We lift the hips 8 times. Emphasis is pushing down through the bottom heel, squeezing hamstring and glute of that bottom leg. 6, 7, and hold. Lower leg to thigh height, 8 hip raises, pushing down through the heel, lifting up through the hips. Keep knee in line with the hips. Last 4, 3, 2, and hold it. Lower the foot down to the mat, lift your hips high as you can, reestablishing your hip bridge. Reach hands to sky and lift your heels and lower 8 times, squeezing the glute and keeping the hips lifted as high as you can. Keep breathing. Last 4, 3, and 2. Hold this one up. Just lift the hips 8 times. Keep the heels lifted the entire time. Keep the knees in line with the hips and squeeze the gluteals at the top of the range of motion. Last one and hold, and then slowly lower back down vertebrae by vertebrae, hugging your knees into the chest. Roll yourself up, bring fingertips to bum, hollow your tummy, and bicycle your legs out. Big abdominal scoop, tilting pelvis towards the navel, activating a strong core here, create a lot of space between the ear and the shoulder. 2 more, and then we go in reverse. Backwards bicycle, tucking the pelvis towards the navel to continue to activate deep core activation. Keep breathing Pilates breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. 2 more, and then extend your legs out for Pilates Beats. Heels together, toes externally rotated. Beat your heels quickly and keep tucking pelvis towards the navel. Deep breaths. Lift the legs slightly, activating deeper core abdominal muscles, maintaining the abdominal scoop. 2 more, and then we go into V-ups. Tuck the knees in and extend to 45 degrees. Easier option, tap the toes to the mat. Exhale in, inhale out. Just staying on the hands, big abdominal scoop. For easier option, lie on your back and do the same exercise. And last 2. Last 1. Come on down, lie on your side, facing front, forearm to mat. Push the bottom knee away slightly at an angle so there's a straight line from your big toe all the way up to your ear. Leg lifts, double tap at the top, lower down, double tap and lower, and 3, lower, and 4, and 5. Keep the leg straight, and 6, point the toe, and 7, and 8. Now full range all the way up, tap down, up and tap. Point your big toe straight ahead, squeeze the glute at the top of the range of motion. Last 4, and 3, and 2. Hold this one up, double time pulses. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold briefly and lower down. Help yourself onto the other side. Changing sides, same thing. Get a straight line in your body. It's a double tap at the top and lower. Up and lower. 6, lower. 5, lower. And 4, and 3, and 2. Last one. Full range of motion all the way up, tap down. Squeeze the glute at the top. Point the toe straight ahead. Last 4 here. 4, and 3, and 2. Hold it up at the top. We pulse here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Once more for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold briefly and bring it down. Great job coming into a nice big pike stretch now, well deserved. Push heels down, lengthen spine, push chest towards the thigh. Tuck chin, roll through spine, and get ready for Chaturanga Push-Ups. We have 4 push-ups. Tuck the elbows in towards the ribs. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. 2 more. Navel to spine. And last one. Coming up into high plank for 8 mountain climbers. 8, 7, 6. Squeeze your core. 5. Big out breath. 4, and 3, 2. Last one. Carefully lower to the knees. 4 Chaturanga Push-Ups, elbows skimming the body. Create a lot of space between the ear and the shoulder. Keep navel lifted to spine to support the back. And last one. Tuck toes once again. 8 mountain climbers. Squeeze the core as you bring the knee in towards the chest. Last 4, 3, 2, and lower to the knees. Last set, Chaturanga Push-Ups. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, lift. Maintain straight line from crown to tail. Make sure there's no arching in the back. Last one. Exhale to lower. Inhale up, lift off the knees, and mountain climbers. Bring the knee in towards the chest. 4 more here. Last 4, 3, 2, and done. Beautiful. Come on to the knees. Come to upright kneeling into camel position. Tuck the pelvis and come back halfway. Reach the arms forward, fingertips to temple. Rise on up. Come back. Reach forward. Touch the temples. Rise up. We have 6 more of these. Maintain a straight line from knee to shoulder. Tucking pelvis towards the navel to take all the crease out of the hip. Squeeze your glute the entire time. Making sure you're breathing through the movement. Exhale as you come back. Keep breathing and then inhale as you rise. 2 more of these. Exhale back. Keep breathing and inhale to rise. Last one. Exhale. Reach. Inhale. Rise. Beautiful job. Now we come back and hold. Keep breathing and rise. Well done. Onto all fours. Cat to cow, realign the spine. Big exhale, lifting belly to sky. Inhale, arch, lifting tailbone, opening collarbones. Exhale, rounding, feeling the mobility you've created. Inhale, gentle arch, lifting tailbone. Now finding a flat spine. Front knee comes in towards the nose and extend straight out, parallel to the floor. Bring the knee in, extend. Now stay in this option or tuck bottom toe, lift bottom knee, and extend. The knee lifts off as the front knee comes in. Land softly. 8 of these. Exhale to tuck. Inhale, extend. And 4. Extend. And 5. Extend. And 6. And 7. Last one. And 8. Now you're going to bring it in for 8 little pulses. Pump towards the chest. Small, quick little out breaths. 4, 3, 2, and done. Awesome. Come down. Let's go to that back leg. Start with the knee into the chest and full extension. Feel free to stay at this option or the next one. You're going to tuck the bottom toe, knee into the chest, land the knee softly and extend. Exhale, inhale, and 3. Keeping the spine as straight as you can the whole time. And 4, leg parallel to the floor. And 5, extend. And 6, really lift the belly to the spine. And 7. And last one, you're doing great. Bring it in for 8 little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Well done. Tuck your toes, pike your hips up, and feel this beautiful strength and vitality you've created. Let's stretch. Bring your front leg forward and outside of that front wrist, reaching both arms up to the sky, and exhale with wide arms. Wrap your hands to your lower back, upper glute, gently pushing your hips forward, opening chest and collarbones, and finding length in your hip flexor. So as you breathe, allow your hips to drop down and towards the earth. Make sure you're not right on the kneecap. Push the knee back so there's no pressure in the knee. Now as you exhale, coming into half split posture, extending the front leg, flexing the foot. The flexion comes from the hips, not the back. So think about pushing forward from hips, maintaining a long, straight spine, and flood your body with full, deep breaths. Lengthening the back of the leg. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale, bring the knee back in and piking your hips up once again. Let's change legs, crouch posture, back foot steps outside of the wrist, lower the knee softly, breathe the arms up, and exhale, stretching wide and behind, allowing the pressure of the hands and the arms to gently push the hips forward, down and forwards. We lengthen the hip flexor that puts a lot of pressure on the hips and the lower back. So taking slow, deep breaths, allowing the muscle to lengthen and soften. Inhale once again, and exhale fully. And we come back into a half split posture. Hands frame front foot, extend the front leg, and exhale as you dip your chest and lower back down towards the thigh, pushing your knee down towards the earth. Maintaining spinal length as if you can feel my hand gently pushing your lower back forward, so the flexion is again from the hips and not the lumbar spine. Keeping a long, straight, and safe spine as we feel the release in the hamstring. Pause for one more breath here. On your next inhale, rise up to wide leg forward fold. Bring legs wide as you're comfortable and bring hands onto floor or wrapping the inside of the ankles, pulling your chest through your thigh, feeling this beautiful length, strength, and energy you've created. Tuck the chin, bend the knees slightly, bring the feet underneath the hips or together. Pull belly to spine and slowly roll through the vertebrae, stacking into perfect postural alignment. Ears over shoulders, over hips. Rejoice in your renewed vitality and strength. I hope you enjoyed this 30-minute full-body Pilates workout. If you'd like to see more videos like this, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment below, and share this video with a friend or family member. Please subscribe to my channel and comment below saying you subscribed, and I will reply to all comments I receive. So grateful. Have a very beautiful day.